almost 2 hours because that is insane. Hello everyone, today we are here in San Francisco. We are trying the most popular places and most hyped places on social media. A lot of the food spots that we're going to have a line up to 2 hours, so we're gonna see if we can even try everything. But let's go ahead and let's start. First thing on today's menu is breakfast at Plow, a cozy American brunch spot. It's recommended to come right when they open because the wait time can get insanely long, so we came just in time. They are really known for a classic American breakfast, also known for their Plow plate. It comes with eggs, potatoes, choice of meat, along with their famous zesty, creamy lemon ricotta pancakes. Okay, these are the famous lemon ricotta pancakes. They are so mega fluffy. Oh, and it also comes with a lemon custard. Look at that. Let's try it with the custard. These are the potatoes. Soft on the inside, but they're super crunchy on the outside. And they actually have so much flavor. Sometimes they don't really season potatoes. I actually love the potatoes more than I like the pancakes, surprisingly. We just finished eating at Plow. Overall, I honestly liked the potatoes a lot more than I liked the lemon ricotta pancakes. I loved the custard that came with the pancakes, but the pancakes themselves, they were not as moist as I would like them to be. They were super, super fluffy, but a little dry. Also, the bacon was so good. It was a smoky bacon, so it didn't taste like regular store-bought bacon. For the price, I think we paid $26 for the Plow plate. The service was really fast. I do have to say that. I would give it a 7 out of 10 stars, mainly because the lemon ricotta pancakes were supposed to be the show, but in my opinion, the potatoes and the bacon was the best. We are at the next spot, which is Butter and Crumble. The line goes all the way around that building. It's insane. It's already 10:40, and on their website, they say that they sell out around 11 to 2 o'clock. So hopefully we get at least something. We've been in line for about 40 minutes, and we're not even close to the front. We still have a whole block down. The line is insane, and apparently it was a lot longer this morning. After waiting in line for about an hour and a half, we finally got them. They were sold out at pretty much everything. These are the only 3 left, so let's try it. See if it's actually worth waiting in line for almost 2 hours, because that is insane. This one has chocolate, almonds, and a little bit of coconut. Salt flakes.
Coconut. There's coconut in there.
Oh, okay. And then there's coconut inside of this too. And then we also have, I have no idea what this is. Apparently their savory pastries are better than their sweet pastries. And then we got one sweet one.
Guinness, like the beer.
Yeah. I have no idea what's inside of it. Should I just open it like this? Okay, I'm just gonna bite into it. The croissant itself is super crumbly, like, can you hear that crunch? The bite that I got was just croissant, no beef. Now I see the meat. I do really like this actually. This has potato, meat, onions, what it looks like. The croissant alone is super, super crispy and super good.
This is actually hecka good.
Yeah, that one is super good.
Wow.
Now for the sweet pastries.
Bruh. Oh my goodness. I never eaten a cookie like that.
This foam on top, what does it remind you of?
It tastes like dark chocolate, Ghirardelli whipped cream beer foam.
Okay, this topping alone, it looks like whipped cream, it looks like icing, it's not. It reminds me of the cream that they put in tiramisu. We're doing food reviews and we have no idea how to... I'm trying to see if there's anything inside. There's chocolate mousse in here. The chocolate cookie. The cookie is good, but it's not like something crazy. Yeah, the cookie is good, but it's like nothing out of the ordinary.
If you like coconut, you're gonna like this cookie. You can't see it. There's coconut in the cookie, bro. Bella's not a coconut guy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of coconut. The meat pastry was honestly my favorite. I love the cream that's on top of the Guinness pastry. This was really, really, really good. But was it worth waiting in line for 2 hours? I don't think I would wait in line purposely for 2 hours. Minus having to wait in line, I give the food itself a 10 out of 10, honestly. This is the aftermath. I'm gonna eat all of that cream because it was so good. For a little pick-me-up, we stopped at Q Specialty, a minimalistic coffee shop located in Heights. They roast all of their coffee beans in store, so you know that it's fresh. And they actually have their own little station where you can smell the different types of coffee beans. We're here at Q Specialty. Look at how amazing this looks. It's insane. This one is the caramel latte. Oh my god, it's so good. It tastes like a Biscoff cookie. The coffee shop alone is actually really huge. This is like a minimalistic coffee shop. They specialize in the cold foam, as you can tell, especially their matcha one, but I'm not a fan of matcha, so I got a coffee instead. It's just so good. Oh my god. I give this a 10 out of 10. Usually coffee shops can be like a hit or miss for me because I really like sweet, but not overly sweet. And I feel like this is the perfect combination of the two. So we got Mama's Luncheonette. This was all over TikTok, specifically the chopped chicken Caesar wrap. This actually looks really good, so we're gonna try it. They also had chicken tikka masala, which sounded way better. Let's try these. I thought these were Lay's. They're not Lay's.
No, they're homemade chips, I think.
Oh, good crunch.
Are they good?
So far, the chips, they taste a little burnt, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah. Honestly, the chips they taste a little burnt. Now we're gonna try the actual chopped chicken Caesar salad wrap. The chicken itself is really good. There's a lot of lettuce and it's super fresh. But I don't know, it's just the lettuce wrap. I don't there's like nothing much to it. I feel like you can easily make this at home. We've waited like a good 20 minutes and from the videos that I've seen, that's kind of been like the shortest line. I mean, it's good, but it's nothing crazy. 7.5 out of 10.
I mean, it almost feels like it would be good in like this feels like it could be a Chipotle burrito.
Ooh, yeah.
Like if you put...
I feel like if you put beans and rice in here.
Like cilantro rice?
Oh, that would be it. We are here in Little Italy at Original Joe's. It looks so cool. This is like more of the lighter area, but back there they have like a gloomy, dark dining room. So far, we just have bread and butter. Oh, I am not doing this good. First item on the menu today. The first meal that we got is an appetizer. It's the carpaccio. It's basically raw meat. It's so bomb. Oh my gosh. I like it. So far alone, just the starters, the vibe of the place, and the service, it's already looking like a 10 out of 10. We have our pastas. I got the Spicy Joe rigatoni pasta. Julian got the Marry Me something pasta. this is 100% worth it. That's so good. Now, this is Julian's pasta. We had to get a bag to go because we're just so full. But dessert is on the way. We're getting the warm house butter cake. Our waiter has basically been picking out our order this whole time. He picked out my pasta and Julian's, and he also picked out this dessert, so. Guys, this is the dessert. Warm butter cake. It has berries, chocolate sauce, ice cream, powdered sugar also on top. There's like just so much. It's like the texture and density of a brownie. And it tastes like cookie dough.
It's very good.
It's so good. 1,000 out of 10. The service is amazing. The food is amazing. Everything's amazing. I love it.